it's been 2 years. I can explain. Just chill out, relax. Okay, on a serious note, hello and welcome. If any of you are still here and somehow find this video, I'm sure you will be shocked. I honestly never thought I would upload again. Well, I wanted to, I just kinda never found the motivation to do it. A lot has happened in 2 years, a little more than 2 years at this point. I've just kind of been getting on with my life, finding myself, etc. It's been a very interesting 2 years for me, I will tell you that. Especially the past year, which has been the best year of my life, but I won't go into that now unless people are actually interested in that. The reason I'm making another one of these is because I always wanted to make a final one to see if people really wanted me to keep going. Depending on how well the response is to this, I might continue with this series. It's just never really been a benefit for me to make these. They take a long time to make, and I'm just not sure if it's worth me putting all this time into something that barely anyone watches. But I know that is what passion is, putting work into something that you really genuinely care about, and the response doesn't really matter. It definitely does help with motivation though, I'll tell you that. All that matters is if you are enjoying it. But if there's a nice community response and you guys want to keep seeing me make these videos, I will. It just really depends. But anyways, we have a lot to catch up on. I probably will miss quite a fair bit of things that have just happened. Like for starters, we have a whole Infected Mushroom pinball game now. Like, we've had so much that has happened. It has been quite a while. We literally have a whole new album. I will get into that later and my personal thoughts on it. This episode potentially could be the longest one yet, so strap in and enjoy the ride.
I'm sure if I had to fart, but I did, and I shit myself.
I might be a little rusty at this, so, you know, we'll see what happens. And yeah, let's get right into this. Alright, so first of all, we are going to talk about probably the biggest thing that has happened so far, which is Infected Mushroom Pinball. You can find the game on Steam, I think that's it, I'm not sure if you can get it anywhere else, but it's made by Rayworks, and it is an official game from Infected Mushroom that Rayworks has created, I'm guessing. I myself only recently started playing this, and I absolutely love it. I haven't tried it in VR yet, because it actually is a VR game, but I do have a VR headset, so I definitely want to try that. I'm not the best at the game yet.
Now we're going to run a few tests. This is a simple lie detector. I'll ask you a few yes or no questions, and you just answer truthfully. Do you understand?
Yes.
But it is quite a fun and unique game. My high score only is 13 point something million right now. I have only played it a couple times, but I definitely enjoy the game quite a bit. I don't know why I waited so long to play it. It was only not even a month ago when I started playing it for the first time. Not even 2 weeks ago. Here in the main menu you have the table guide, which is kind of just the guide for literally everything in the game. I'm not going to go too in depth on that, but it is super helpful, and I definitely need to read these things myself. And now we get to the concert ticket challenges and leaderboards. This is actually really cool because you can win Infected Mushroom tickets for free just by playing this game and getting on the leaderboard. That is incredible, and I kind of wish I was good at this game. But these monthly top 10 scores are just insane, and then the global top scores, like incredible scores. I don't think I'll ever be able to get on the top 10, but who knows, it might happen. No, don't say the no. But then we have achievements, which is basically complete game modes, do a bunch of stuff. I still need to do these, I really haven't done much in this game yet. Then you got the credits, you know, shout out to everyone that made this. This is just an incredible game. Thank you for all the work you guys have done. Now you can play on desktop, V-Pin cabinet, I'm guessing that's like one of those virtual pinball things. VR table only, I don't know what that is, but... Now when you first load in, you are in a bathroom, which is pretty cool. I like the whole atmosphere going on in this game, it's really awesome. You got this motherfucker from Classical Mushroom that did a big ass shit in the fucking toilet and just died apparently. I do love the vibe of this game for sure. I have noticed in the bathroom in particular, it can kind of stutter, which is a bit weird. Maybe it's the mirror, I'm not sure. And then you've got the laundromat, which is quite a cool place, and then you've got the pinball machine, and then this robot looking thing you can talk to. I have seen some pinball machines in my time, and this one is pretty cool. I'd love to own one of these in real life. The detail and everything is just like so cool. And then you got like the whole place, it's quite cool, even the outside, I mean that's just sick. It's like futuristic. Now if you know you know, but I love how that says Lemon Tech. Give me one of those right now. There is also like a bunch of collectibles, but I have not been able to find them yet and I don't know too much. So if any of you guys know anything about that, just leave it in the comments and hopefully we'll be able to find them and just understand the game a bit more. Okay, now we're at the main event, the actual pinball game. You just press the button and you are good to go. Keep in mind I suck at this game. So if you put the ball in like this mushroom's mouth, pause, no, not like that. You can select game modes, frog machine, and hit all targets.
Hit all targets selected. Shoot all flashing targets.
Still not really sure how to do this, so just don't judge. I think you unlock more game modes as you go on and do stuff, but I'm not really too sure. If anyone knows, let me know down in the comments. Tips or tricks, not really too sure with a lot of mechanics just yet. Man, this game is fucking rigged. Fuck this fuck. Anyway, that's it for the pinball segment. There's probably so much more I can cover, but we have to move this episode forward. Go check out the game if you haven't checked it out already. It is really fun to play. And now we are going to get into new releases, and we have quite a few. The first one I will mention is we have a whole new album called I Am 30. Personally, there are a few songs and moments in the song that are great, but I do think overall, compared to a lot of their other albums, it is quite weak. It's still great, but I would say I Am 25 was leaps ahead. There is still hope, especially for Converting Vegetarians 3, which probably still will happen. Don't worry guys, it will happen, trust me. But on I Am 30, I especially like Lightweight, AI Therapist, and What You Know, What You Know, whatever the hell it's called. The songs definitely have strong moments, just not the best structure compared to other Infected Mushroom albums. We also have Raw Authentic, which came out a long time ago, but I never covered it because I stopped uploading at the end of 2023 on this channel. This is a song with Mr. Bill. It's kind of alright, I mean it's fine I guess. And speaking of Mr. Bill, you guys might be wondering, where's the Heavyweight Mr. Bill remix? Well, apparently it was going to come out and then it didn't, so it's probably gone forever now, we don't know. It definitely was a thing though, I can definitely confirm that because it was confirmed by Yuri Goldman. We can still hope for it, but it may not ever come out. It was probably scrapped or cancelled or just put on hold. Now, something that we did get, which is a bit more interesting, is the Breathe Underwater EP with Psytrance Mafia. So that's with Infected Mushroom and Blast Boy. So we've got Breathe Underwater, Merlin, Blast Boy's remix, and Boomba. I do like Boomba quite a bit, I will say. And then we have the I Am 30 song list, which is What You Know, New World Order, Enjoy the Ride, Lightweight, LA Beast, which is quite good, No More Happy Endings, Use Bullet, I don't know how to pronounce that, and AI Therapist. Now I think that's all the releases so far. I might have missed one, I'm not too sure, but we also have this goddamn Printer song that I'm so mad that they never released. Like guys, I'll give you a quick listen of this, it just sounds so good, and they were just like, you know what, you guys don't deserve this song.
Making music from our presses is not our day today. What we do best at HP Indigo is bringing innovations to life, making the impossible possible.
Anyway, Anyway, you get the idea. Why don't we have this? I want this track so bad. It's so awesome. But yeah, if I'm missing any, just let me know. I thought I'd just catch up on that. And yeah, let's get on to the next segment. Alright, in this segment we will be talking about last episode's Guess the Song. Even though it was over 2 years ago, it was a pretty easy guess the song, so I will just tell you it is birthday. Shout out to these people that got it, though it was a pretty easy one, I will say. Trust me, this episode's guess the song is going to be a little harder, is an understatement. Potentially, we will see. And oh my god, you guys seeing this background footage? I'm gonna have a fucking seizure. Alright, that's better. Okay. As I was saying, if you are new here and you don't know what guess the song is, basically where I play a song in the video and you guys guess down in the comments what it is. It could be literally anything infected mushroom related. That segment will come up a little later in the video. And this part of the video is just me telling you what the last Guess the Song actually was and who got it right, who got it wrong, etc. But yeah, that's the end of this segment and let's move on. Alright, this next segment we will be talking about infected mushroom merchandise, and they do actually have a few new drops since the last video I made. I probably will miss some things, but oh well. Okay, so here on Merchandise, where they sell most of their merch, you've got bucket hat, got the IM30 EPs, CDs, posters, smoking kit. What? I did not know they sold that. Got hoodies, shirts, you know, basically everything IM30. But yeah, then we got all the Vicious Delicious things. They actually released a Vicious Delicious record, which I'm so mad that I did not get when it was on sale. I mean, here it says it is for sale, but I don't think they have any stock left. I think I just have to buy it on Discogs, but you got everything related to Vicious Delicious here. Then you have the Reborn record, which I don't know if I covered in my last video. I don't think so. I don't think the CDs and records actually existed yet back then. But yeah, might get one of these as well. I probably will, just because of the cover art, of course. But I think that's most of the infected mushroom merch available to purchase, not including Discogs, because you can just get anything and everything there. Shut up. But yeah, let's move on to the next segment. In this next segment, we are going to be talking about newly found unreleased infected mushroom tracks, and I have quite a bit to share with you guys.
Sitting and drinking.
Recently, the Infected Mushroom Pinball game released its anniversary update, which had a bunch of cassettes in them that you could go and find. And they had a bunch of Infected Mushroom unreleased tracks that we have never heard before. Some we have, some we haven't. And others we have finally got in full quality, like The Need to Feed, which I did feature in this show quite a few years ago now. We finally have the full song, plus a bunch of other things like all of these here. These are just basically a dream come true. We have a high quality version of Blues Brothers, the unmixed version of Danny. I just call it Danny, I already had this one, but it is a little higher quality. Then we have the old version of In Front of Me, which I thought was the old version, but apparently it's V2. High quality version of Institute of Science, high quality version of Maybe, which is Sleeping. We have Montoya, which is just the original, which I don't really know why this one was put on there because we already have this. And then probably my favorite here, the original version of New Clown in Town. The one they made originally in the Legend of the Black Shawarma era, which I think was going to be on the Legend of the Black Shawarma album, maybe. But then they never showed us that version and kind of shadow dropped the trance version online somewhere. And we've had that one ever since, so it's really good to finally have the original New Clown in Town. Nothing Comes Easy, which I don't know why this is on here, we already have this. The Need to Feed, which is just like such a great song. The Need to Feed is basically Cities of the Future before it was Cities of the Future, so it's like an old version of it, but still kind of its own thing. And then Millions of Miles Away, which I don't know why we got that because we already have that, but it's still good to have. I also have acquired Classical Mushroom, the original unmixed version, and then Come As You Are, which is something I really thought they would release but still haven't somehow. Then we have Nebula Dance, which is just like a weird little song I I think they made for like a music making thing. I'm not really sure, it's nothing crazy. And then I have a slightly longer and better version of Kill to Feel. This version has the actual intro to it, which a lot of ones I've found online and on YouTube do not have that. And then a nicer version of King or Kinky, and then a high quality version of Kogi, which I recently found in Wavepop. I think that's mostly it. There might be some things to do with Infected Mushroom Pinball. There's a few songs on there that just kinda only exist in like certain game modes, but not the full tracks. But other than that, if you guys have any unreleased tracks, anything that might be of interest, you can always message me on email or on Discord. I'm in the Infected Mushroom Discord server, the unofficial one. And yeah, that's basically it for the unreleased tracks. Let's move on to the next segment. Alright, this next segment is Guess the Song. I already mentioned it earlier, so I'm hopeful you guys know what this is about. It's pretty obvious, but I'm going to play a song and I want you guys to comment down below what you think it is. It might be a bit difficult, it might not be. Some people definitely will get it, some people may not, but try your luck and I will respond to the comment if you did get it or not. And no, it's not the song playing behind in the background right now. I will play the song now and just take your best guess. Okay, so if any of you know what that song is or want to give it a guess, go ahead down in the comments. And it definitely is Infected Mushroom, I will tell you that, if some of you don't recognize it. But it's not too difficult. And I will tell you what the actual song was in next episode's Guess the Song, if I do another episode. And yeah, let's move on to the next segment. This segment is mine and yours Infected Mushroom collection. So that includes real life CDs, vinyls, and merchandise. With this segment, you guys can submit your collections on the Infected Mushroom Discord server, or through just emailing me or messaging me. I recently made a forum post on the Infected Mushroom Discord server, and I did get a few responses, so I will go over those in a second. But first, I will update you guys on my real life Infected Mushroom collection. Now, in the past 2 years, I have only bought one single CD. The last one I bought was that Return to the Source CD that was signed that I mentioned that I had just bought in the last episode. Since then, I've only bought a Friends on Mushroom CD very recently, just because I kinda stopped caring about Infected Mushroom the way I used to. Kind of burnout, kinda just focusing on different things. It is a great CD, I have been wanting this one for a while. My collection is nearly complete with all the albums. All I need is More Than Just a Name, I Am 21, and a bunch of, I guess, old singles and EPs. And then I guess Reborn and I Am 30, but I do have some catching up to do. I don't know, I've been kind of into Shapungle lately, so do I like them more? Let's just not go into that, alright? Let's just say that I've been branching out my music taste, because it's literally only been Infected Mushroom for years, so this year has been very special. I mean, I have got this right here, which is kind of ridiculous, but other than that, no, I haven't got any more real life stuff. I did get some merch, actually. A Infected Mushroom Converting Vegetarians hoodie and shirt. Those are pretty awesome. But yeah, that's all of my stuff. Now for your guys' stuff. First off, we have Burnt Toast CD. I think I have featured it here before, but it has had a bit of an update, so we might as well. First, we have I Am 30, Reborn, More Than Just a Name, the three I don't have. Oh, and I Am 21, I don't have that either. Return to the Source, Converting Vegetarians 2, Friends of Mushrooms, Army of Mushrooms, The Legend of the Black Shawarma, Vicious Delicious, I Am the Supervisor, Converting Vegetarian, BP Empire, Classical Mushroom, and The Gathering. This is a solid collection. I rate it a 9.5 out of 10. Why not a 10 out of 10? Well, fucking, I don't see the stretch to EP, do I? No, I'm kidding, it's a solid collection. Anyway, we now go over to Infected Mike's collection, which is an insane collection. You've got everything you could possibly want right here. Like, I mean, you got The Gathering, Classical Mushroom, BP Empire, Converting Vegetarians, I Am the Supervisor, the Stretched EP, let's go. Cities of the Future, the EP, the Becoming Insane EP, which I still haven't got that. Vicious Delicious, Legend of the Black Shawarma, Smashing the Opponent EP, I want that. The Killing Time Remixes EP, Army of Mushrooms, a signed Friends on Mushrooms deluxe CD, that's awesome. Converting Vegetarians 2, Return to the Source, I Am 21, More Than Just a Name, and Reborn. This main collection here is incredible. Definitely a 11 out of 10 collection right here. That's not even it either. I know this guy's an OG, he's been collecting for like a long time, way more than me. He also has a bunch of merch here. This is like the most variety in Infected Mushroom merch I've ever seen. A lot of these I've never even seen before. This is insane. I could only wish to have these. All of these are incredible and probably worth a lot if you were to sell them. I'm guessing a lot of these are handed out at actual festivals because there is a lot of merch that is just kind of really obscure and rare, but this is probably the best merch collection I've ever seen anyone have. Easily 50 out of 10 would recommend. And then to top all that off, he has the Vicious Delicious vinyl, which is awesome. I really want to get this. Absolutely beautiful record. I think they released it not too long ago because Vicious Delicious never actually had a record, weirdly. It's kind of weird how they never made a vinyl for Vicious Delicious until like this year, wasn't it? Or last year or something. Same with Converting Vegetarians 2. That still has not seen the light of a record yet. I bet it will happen kind of soon though. I can just feel it. But yeah, it's such a great collection so far. This guy's crazy, in a good way of course. And to top all of that off, he does have some more pretty cool stuff. You've got the BP Empire single with Rollis the Giant on it, Deeply Disturbed EP, Voodoo Rituals, I have this one, it's awesome, and the Magnet compilation album from 2003. This one has Facing on it, that's a pretty decent song. A lot of these here I have wanted for a while, but I just kind of never got around to buying them. It also has this Gathering 2002 kind of DVD compilation. This one has Evadawn on it, Everdawn, however you want to pronounce it. A pretty obscure Infected Mushroom song. He also has this Amphibian CD, which also has Everdawn on it. I think it's a CD instead of the DVD. I think it is the same compilation, just kind of like a CD instead of a DVD. Not really too sure on the differences, but I know it still has Evadawn on it. Absolutely beautiful collection. Thank you for submitting that, Infected Mike. Definitely appreciate it. While we're on this topic, I might as well send my latest image I took of mine, just to catch some people up. It is a pretty scuffed image, but we've got Return to the Source, Converting Vegetarians 2, Friends on Mushrooms, Army of Mushrooms, Legend of the Black Shawarma, Vicious Delicious, I Am the Supervisor, Stretched EP, Cities of the Future EP, Converting Vegetarians, BP Empire, Classical Mushroom, The Gathering, Killing Time Remixes, Sampler 2001, Boom Boontlet, Voodoo Rituals, and Remixed and Ready. And yeah, that's about it for mine and yours Infected Mushroom real life collection. And yeah, thank you for you guys submitting, and yeah, let's move on. And now for the last segment of today's episode. This segment I will just tell you a Infected Mushroom fact, sort of like trivia. Today's trivia isn't anything crazy, but basically on the single Deck and Shecker, the actual cover art has the two alien goblin creatures from the Legend of the Black Shawarma cover art. They're the exact same ones, and I thought that was pretty cool because the Legend of the Black Shawarma came out in 2009, and then Deck and Shecker came out in 2010. I mean, it's nothing crazy, maybe it's obvious, but I thought it was a pretty cool piece of trivia. I saw Burnt Toast in the Discord server mentioned, so I'm like, oh, I might as well put that in the video for today's Infected Mushroom fact. And yeah, if any of you have some cool Infected Mushroom facts for next episode, if it ever happens, just leave it down in the comments. And yeah, that's the end of this segment. Let's move on. And yeah, that is the end of today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Support the channel by liking and maybe even subscribing if you want to. I might make another episode or more in the future. Depends if you guys want me to or not. These do take quite a lot of energy to make. I hope to see you guys again in a future episode, but you never know. There might be another one in 5 years from now. It will never truly die unless it does. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care and see ya.